welcome to Justice Losers, the most unqualified podcast exploring irrelevant questions about entertainment, namely movies, TVs, and comics. I'm your host, Preston, joined as always by my delightful co-host,
Batmatt.
And joined for maybe the first time, perhaps?
1.5 time.
1.5 time.
You didn't air the other one, so it's the first time.
It's another Matt. It's East Coast Matt. It's Matt Prellberg. It's my best friend from Georgia. Good old other Matt.
All of these titles apply to me.
Kaylin and I finished the first episode, or the first season of The Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
My God, is that a good show. And this is the worst season. It's like, I don't want to spoil a lot because I went into it expecting it to be one story premise, and it's not what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say what it is. But like the premise of it is it's set in 1980. What year was the attempted assassination on Ronald Reagan?
No clue.
Whatever year that was.
3?
Okay.
Because that
7?
that happens during the show and it has an effect, but it's basically it is 2 KGB agents who are living in American
81.
2 KGB agents that are living in America as the suburban family. They have 2 kids. It's the whole thing that did actually happen back then. And it follows them. Like, there's the main character, and it does
Some of us still live among you, comrade.
such an exciting job of making you cheer for both the Russians and Americans at every given point, because like the main characters are the Russians,
Mm-hmm.
and you want them to succeed, even though them succeeding is the Soviets like infiltrating America and killing Americans. But like, you also have another character who's an American, and you're kind of cheering for him, but you're also just cheering for the Americans in general.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you're cheering for everybody.
So everyone wins.
So it's like, and it's written really well. And
No, he's playing both sides, so that way he always comes out on top. He wins no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I can't remember what show also does this really, really well, but every single character, every action they take completely makes sense and you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Just like Lost.
I feel like that's a joke. Haven't seen Lost, but I can.
I don't know what you're talking about. Best show ever.
Like all of their opinions, like the arguments they get in with each other, everything, like they all track with decisions they made and things that have happened to them so far. And the other thing that I really like about, and they do it a lot in the second half of the season, is in espionage, what happens, at least espionage media that I've consumed a substantial amount of, I can say, is what happens is you gain intelligence, like some bit of intelligence, like this thing happened. And what you have to do as an intelligence officer is to extrapolate what's happening from that. A lot of times, if you're good at what you do, you will be right or very close to what's happening. But sometimes you're wrong. And what they do a lot of in the second half is everyone is wrong all the time, but it makes sense because the information they're getting is like 5% of what's actually happening. And they're like, oh, but they're piecing together information from different things they've gotten into one story, but it's the wrong story.
Oh, I love that.
And like, and it all like, and you're seeing people go after other people for things that didn't actually happen,
Mm-hmm.
but like stumbling into things that are happening, and like, and everyone's getting wrong things,
Mm-hmm.
and it all kind of comes together into a really satisfying, like, they kind of figure it out by accident. And like, it was in the last 15 minutes of the last episode, I turned to Kayla and I'm like, the best way to describe the back half of this season is 3 lefts make a right. And it's really satisfying to like watch it all happen. And it's a pretty solid conclusion to a show, because that's something you'll notice with any show, is the first season can somewhat be self-contained because they want to write that season.
Mm-hmm.
on the expectation, on the hope that they get the next season, but not the expectation that they will. And so like stories wrap up pretty satisfyingly, but there's like a character is now suspicious of something that like that will lead to some very interesting story in the future, but like it's a little ambiguous on if they like actually figured anything out. Like characters that I didn't really care about in the beginning are in like fantastic places that I'm genuinely excited to see where they go. It is a solid show, because I know you said it was good. You've heard it's good and you haven't seen it yet.
Never seen it, but I've heard good opinions from people I trust.
It's so much fun.
But now I've heard it's good from you, so...
Yeah, see? Haha. What if I actually hated it?
I think you might have convinced me to watch it, so there you go.
It is genuinely just... It's so good. It doesn't hook you in, like, cementingly, if that's a word now, until about episode 3. Like, the first couple episodes you can watch and then kind of just... You're interested, but you can decide to stop and move on.
Right.
But once you get to basically episode 3 and 4, like you're hooked. News. What's happened?
News.
Spider-Man's happened.
Sploot. We are a little late on this one.
Oh my god. This is so hype.
So we got a trailer.
I'll be honest. It's nothing's new. We knew all of this was going to happen.
We didn't know that Benedict Cumberbatch was going to fly through the air and make trains go around his head, though.
That's Doctor Strange. That's nothing like experimental with Doctor Strange doing all weird drippy stuff.
He's in sweatpants.
Okay,
what more do you want?
I'm interested to see what the snow is about.
Probably is never addressed.
All right.
That's the sort of thing that's better that they don't address.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, we've seen a billion theories on like shots. There's a few shots in the trailer that or teaser trailer. A few shots in the teaser.
Refuse to acknowledge the distinction.
That there's some negative space where there might be characters that are edited out.
Typical.
So probably the other Spider-Men. They seem to be going the what's it called?
Clock is ticking down.
There's the Spider-Man story where he wants people to he sacrifices people's memories and his kid for like I think like Aunt May to be okay or something.
Oh yeah, deal with the devil kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Mephisto!
Oh, Mephisto's back!
You see the color red and you're like, Mephisto. I don't know, I just want this movie to come out.
I saw the trailer drop. I was like, I'm here for this. I saw the Green Goblin bomb. Yeah. I knew exactly what was happening. I was like, yeah. I saw Sandman. I was like, there we go.
Is he in there?
There's a lot of sand in there.
There's a lot of sand.
Shut up. I was like, okay, Tobey Maguire, he's locked. All right. Andrew Garfield, who knows, but maybe.
Probably.
I could live without Andrew Garfield.
I couldn't. That hair.
Oh, I mean, yes, but that exists outside of the movie.
We don't have a Gwen Stacy in this universe, do we?
I don't think so.
What if the other MJs come? Oh.
Ooh.
Who's MJ in the Garfield one?
Oh, it's not. It's Gwen Stacy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. I think there is an MJ. No, I think there is an MJ, but he doesn't go for her. It's the Gwen Stacy timeline.
Yeah.
Yep.
Comics are weird.
But no, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I feel like it's
I don't know what more you could want.
What? I don't know. I also just like. I feel like I get
this
less.
This is the best way possible for them to launch this. My roommate and I were just discussing how are they going to make it interesting and exciting for this next saga, because they've done Infinity Wars, they've killed off characters. Some of the characters aren't returning because of external factors. R.I.P. But like this made me excited. I like Spider-Man. He's my favorite Marvel hero.
Mhm.
And I like Doctor Strange. I like Benedict Cumberbatch. And I've been waiting to see an IRL Into the Spider-Verse.
I think the thing that I am a little sad about is when we got the end of Far From Home, it was, oh my god, the world knows it's Spider-Man now. And I was really excited to see what they would do with that. And I feel like it's going to be getting overshadowed by multiverse stuff. Like, it's going to be just shoved aside in the first 20 minutes of the movie, and suddenly, like, that whole thematic and, like, tense situation is just going to be replaced by, like, oh my god, Willem Dafoe's back. Like, it's that interesting storyline that I was excited about is going to be rendered moot. By them wanting to go multiverse. And like, I'm excited from the multiverse stuff, but like, I don't know, I was excited about this, and now I don't get to see it.
Is it all worth it though, if that first 20 minutes includes some courtroom drama with the esteemed Matthew Murdock, attorney at law?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
That would be incredible.
It'd be so cool, right?
It would be worth it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And
There's a guy in the trailer that really looks like him.
Not really.
There's Marvel is slow to incorporate their Netflix series at all into the cinematic universe. I think they're gonna take their Disney TV series and make those canon. Right? Scarlet Witch is gonna show up in the Scarlet Witch costume.
Yep.
Loki isn't going to come around anymore. He's separate, but, do you think there's going to be some cameos? Maybe a Minuteman in some of the scenes now?
Could be.
I would love to see Matt Murdock, especially since there's a Daredevil comic series where Kingpin tries to reveal that Matt Murdock is Daredevil.
Yeah.
And so he goes around wearing a shirt that says, I am not Daredevil. So it's like exactly the timeline that you want, Preston, of like with this drama and tension of keeping the secret identity secret.
Well, it's not even going to be like
soft revealed.
It seems like they're not even going with him trying to keep it secret, like trying to recover. It seems like he's just going with like the world knows, but now I'm being put on trial for murdering Mysterio. I almost said Mephisto. Good old M letters O.
Mephisto confirmed.
And like, I don't know. I feel like the courtroom drama would be fine, but I also feel like, again, it's not gonna be much. Yeah. Like, I feel like bringing in Charlie Cox is gonna be like, has to be you to do that. You have to put a lot of effort into the courtroom. Like, it has to be worth something. It can't just be like a side little stupid cameo that's there for the 20 minutes and then suddenly it's all about multiverse. Like, that's a big thing to do for only the first 20 minutes.
I don't understand why I disagree. People that get it will get it, and people that don't get it won't get it. And then it's done. It's over. That's like all their Easter eggs.
But this wouldn't be an Easter egg, though. Like, an Easter egg is like he walks past Murdoch or Nelson and Murdoch, and that's it. But like, this is not an Easter egg. This is bringing in a character from a different universe. It's the same thing as Doc Ock and Green Goblin. That like, it's part of the story. It's not an Easter egg, and putting him in there for the first 20 minutes just feels weird.
What if he has to go into the multiverse to get the greatest lawyer in the universe? Matt Murdock from the Netflix universe.
Is he the greatest lawyer in the universe?
The Netflix isn't in a different universe. How is it in a different universe?
It's sort of a parallel universe where a lot of the same things have happened, but then also there's more gritty realism. And when people get hit by things, they actually bleed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That was my favorite thing about the Daredevil Netflix show. It's like, he got in a fight for 15 seconds and he's winded. Like,
yeah,
like a human. Somewhat depressed human who sees a world of fire, but human nonetheless. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. You would be
depressed too if everything looked like it was on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I will maybe enjoy it, unless I Far From Home it.
I'm more worried that you're going to Infinity War it and just kind of give up on it ahead of time and read all the spoilers, and then it's actually going to be really good, and you're going to kind of have ruined the initial experience for yourself.
Did I
Yeah,
have
I'm
anything
done.
to
I'm
spoil?
not watching for any more info. Like, I'm like, oh, veto. Don't tell me anything.
Yeah.
Because if you do a thing on Spider-Man, I'm going to not listen to it. Because I don't want to be spoiled.
Spider-Man is Mephisto, confirmed.
Ah! Spoiled!
Sorry.
Hey guys, Preston here. We could only fit about 15 to 20 minutes of this episode on video, so if you want to listen to any more What You Been Up To's or news things that we talked about, you can listen to the full audio version. You can find it on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and any other app that you listen to podcasts on. Thanks for watching!